the execution early in the game, the plays that you came out, guys were running wide open, and then obviously the running game was working. What was working for you guys?
The line of scrimmage. I harped on that from the jump. You know, if we can establish the line of scrimmage, we'll have a good chance on you know, getting to that second, third level, and even those home run plays. So to be able to see the O line, I mean, those guys don't get enough credit, and it's sad because those guys really have gotten a lot better, especially from last year. You know, they improved last year. We were able to do some things, but this year they're on a whole nother level. They understand the assignments a lot better. You got Butch Barry, who's a phenomenal coach. I was with him in San Francisco, and he's going to bring that tenacity for the O line, which you need, especially down in the trenches.
Raheem, we know preparation is so important in this league. Can you describe the preparation that went into the conga line?
Yeah. So. Yeah, so I mean, the preparation itself, you know, it's every guy that has to take that initial step, and this entire week we were definitely honing in on that craft. I mean, Denver's a good team. Don't get that mistaken. They lost, you know, prior to today, they lost 2 games within 3 points, and I know Russell Wilson. When it's crunch time, that guy he could be on point. So. You can't take those guys lightly, and so for this week, you know, we were just honing in on our craft and what we got to do, and like I told you, set that edge, set that line of scrimmage, and then it's off to the races.
Joking aside, was there one of the celebrations that you liked the best? I mean, between the conga line, the surfing, like, was there one that stood out to you?
I mean, any part of the group celebration, I think that's a hit. We talked about it. It's funny because we actually practiced it on Friday, and then we were undecided what we were going to do, and then we just decided to hit that. I mean, just to show a little culture, you know, which is pretty awesome. But then, of course, you got to celebrate. I got to get Devon to do a celebration. He said he has one. I'm like, man, you scored 4 touchdowns. You got to celebrate. Do something. Stand out. So we're gonna work on that this week for sure.
Speaking of Devon, to do this in his first significant NFL action, what can you say?
I mean, the guy he's a sponge, man. You know, he comes in, he understands the assignments, he understands the play calling, he understands what he has to do. I give him crap here and there because, you know, he's the rookie. I got to do that. I got to do my part. But all in all, man, I just can't be much more proud of him. Both him and Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks, when he gets his opportunity, he's gonna flourish too. I know he is. And those guys really take in coaching. You know, I'm still trying to work on Devon and using his speed in practice, but obviously something worked today, which is a plus. So for him to come in and do the things he did, he had 208, 203. I mean, still 200 is still a lot. To be able to come in as a rookie to do that, it just speaks volume on the type of character that he has.
Was there anything different for you personally in these last 2 games? The performance, 2 of the best games of your career. Obviously, the line was clicking.
Yeah. You know, for me, last year, I was coming off a knee injury. You know, I had surgery, and so I was more dialed in on protecting my knee and strengthening it throughout the week. And then this year, you know, I'm more so focused on the scheme of everything, how I can improve as a player, what I got to do out of the backfield. I mentioned, and sometime during training camp that I try to work as much as I possibly can on the pass game, and so that's some areas that I would like to improve on. Still a lot of ball left, still a lot of ability that I got in myself, but you know, all in all, I'm very, very happy with how I'm going thus far in the progression, especially given my age. I know that a lot of people throw that out there, but I keep telling you, I'm only 25 at heart, so y'all stay tuned.
Is this personally gratifying for you? As much talk as there was this offseason about the position.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you have a lot of guys, a lot of people, a lot of naysayers out there that just, you know, they want to continue to talk and continue to, you know, oh, I wish this player was here, I wish that player. I mean, my whole thing is I've always been an underdog, and that's okay. But I'm going to show everybody, I'm going to prove everybody wrong, because that's what fuels me the most, is proving somebody wrong. And then, you know, when I approach somebody, or, you know, I tell them, hey, look, I got receipts. Just know that, you know. And it, to me, that's the most satisfying thing, is, you know, proving your haters or your doubters or anybody or naysayers wrong. Like I said, I've been the underdog all my life, and I'm always going to be that way.
Something that sticks out to me is Mike always said that you can't carry over the points from this game to the next.
Mhm.
Still 70 points. What kind of statement do you think
Uh,
that tells for your team, maybe for the rest of the league?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to tell a statement now because it's hard to score points in the league, especially, anything above 50. I know the Giants a couple weeks ago lost 50 to Dallas, and I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to score in this league, but to be able to put up 70 points, I think that is going to put a lot of teams on notice that we're nothing to play with. We definitely have we're that team. Just to put it blunt, and we just got to hone in on our craft. We're not worried about what everybody else thinks. We're not worried about what everybody outside the building thinks. We're gonna focus in on what we got to do and get the job done.
This point this year displayed on the field.
I mean, it means a lot, just in one game, between the two of us, we had 8 touchdowns. I mean, that speaks a lot of volume and a lot of character on our part, just because we don't take anything for lightly. We want to work and we want to score. We want to get the job done, and to be able to do that, I mean, like I said, it just speaks on your character.
Couple more guys. Thank you, Raheem.
All right.
Thank you.
Hands up.